Outline for today is introduction to terminal, how to complete your KYC, how to activate all couriers, how to top up your wallet, how to book a shipment, both local and international, because they're actually similar, but there's actually like a tiny bit of difference in the both of them when you're booking. How to also schedule pickup and drop off, how to order packaging materials, how to make use of your insights, questions and answers, cashback. So this cashback is actually quite important. And in case I forget, please, you people should remind me because it's actually super important. It's like a reward terminal gives to you as a user on the platform, and I'll be showing you how the structure works. So basically, terminal, let's go to our website so you can see all the things that we have on our platform, and all the solutions that we provide as a business. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with this particular page, right? And if you're not familiar, you can always check that. It's terminal dot Africa. So simple, super simple. I'm going to be dropping this link. Okay, so all right, more people are joining. I want to make sure everyone is on this call in case anyone needs to be admitted. So that is the link, right? Yeah, that's the link. So kindly check out the website so we can see the same thing. So anyways, these are the solutions that we provide. If you're an e-commerce business owner, you own a website, right? If you own a website, you can always download the terminal plugin to help with your shipping on your platform. So for example, you know how when you go to a website, an e-commerce website, and you want to check out, and you don't want to have to start doing it one by one yourself at the back end, all you need to do is just plug in terminals. It's actually called a plugin anyways, right? So if you own WordPress or WooCommerce, or WooCommerce, you can always use the terminal plugin. So the plugin, when a customer wants to shop on the platform at the point of checkout, terminal is able to generate rate card or rates for that particular customer. And for please kindly mute. Thank you for joining, or kindly mute your mic. All right, thank you. Yes, so you can actually check. I think I have a website uh, where you can actually check. This is one of our customers using the the what's it called, the plugin. So you can always check out this website so you can see how it works. So if you're a business owner, this website is owned by Vicky James. She's actually quite a very popular celebrity designer. Her checkout is actually powered by terminal. So for terminal, you get to have access to all the options for shipping, both for Lagos deliveries, interstate deliveries, and also for international deliveries. So for example, let's say, oh, I want to buy this item, right? And I add to cart. Just yes. I say, oh, I want to shop for this item. If you're a business owner on this call, this is how it works. As you can see, it is powered by terminal. So if at all I fill in my information, let's quickly go. Let's go. Okay. So this is actually for business owners, right? Just so that you can have an understanding of what terminal can do for you as a business owner. And customers will fill in their information. Let's even say that this item is even going outside of the country. It also works the same way, right? The customers are able to fill in the information, and terminal is able to show you or bring out the rate card for the customers. For this particular website, for example, they said they only want DHL to service them, right? Because they feel like it. They're quite reliable as a as a courier on our platform. And if you look at this, this item, this particular address is in Atlanta, and as you can see, it says please wait, getting shipping rates. And this is powered by, okay, I'm yet to fill in the information, sorry. +1. Fantastic. So let's get the shipping rate again. I think it will ask me for the post zip code. Okay, so fantastic actually. So as you can see, it has brought it out 30,536 naira to ship this item. So the customer is aware, and all they need to do is just complete by placing the order. So this is an international delivery. It's going to someone that is in the US, in Atlanta, Georgia, and the system just automatically, right, you are able to see what courier can make that particular delivery for you as a business owner. And that's just it. You go ahead to place that order, it saves as a draft in your terminal account, and voila. So like, it's actually a fantastic thing for you if you run an e-commerce business. You have a website, and you can always plug in terminal for that. Also, for online shoppers, we have T-Shop. So in case you want to shop from a website abroad and they don't ship into Nigeria, there are a lot of them, actually a whole lot. I think even Apple don't ship to Nigeria, for example. And there's the iPhone 15 in Nigeria. They are calling it 3.6 million, 2.5 million, 1 point something million. Whereas on the website directly, it's about $799. That's like $800. That's 800K. And instead of you spending like 1.5 million because you're trying to buy it in Nigeria, you can actually just order it straight from the Apple website, and you are able to send it to a particular courier in the US, and then they bring it straight down into the country for you. And trust me, you won't even spend, I think you only probably even spend like 20 something K or 30, so I can't even remember, but it's something that you should actually also look into in case you want to shop online from outside of Nigeria and they are unable to bring your item into the country because Nigeria is not part of that list. T-Shop can do that for you. If you're also a developer, you can always download our API to integrate for your clients. It's super fast, it's super convenient, it's super easy, it is very, very seamless, and there's always going to be choice because Terminal Africa, we have almost all the couriers, almost all the reliable couriers are on the platform. So you can always try that. So basically, right, this is our website, this is the web app. In case you want to log in, you can always log in from here. You can sign up from here. If you're on this call and you're not yet on terminal, you can always sign up. But I'm pretty sure almost everybody here, they are all signed up. So, but I mean, I don't want to really go too much into that. I know everybody is here because they want to learn how to use the platform. And when you create an account, right, let's say, oh, I sign up on terminal, an email is sent to you, right, from terminal to verify your email address. So this is where you create an account. So you fill in the information. If you're a company, you fill in the company name, what business category do you fall under, so that we'll know how to address you as a new user on the platform. And then you fill all of these information and you create an account. So once you create an account, an email is sent to you to verify your email. And once you do that, let me go back here. Yeah. So once you do that, you will be asked to log into your terminal account. So now when you log into your terminal account, the first thing you will need to do, let me go to home. Oh, damn, this is, all right. Let me log into my personal account. Fantastic. So when you log into your account for the first time, there are three things that will be displayed on the home screen here. So there's complete your KYC, there's ship a package in minutes, and then there's this. That completes your KYC is super important. And in case probably, you want to do something about, you can always come to settings. You'll also see where your KYC is. This is where KYC is under settings. And as you can see, my verification is completed. right? And the KYC is super important just for verification, identification, and also for compliance. It's super important. So before you are able to use the platform, before you can even complete any delivery whatsoever, you will always have to complete your KYC. And once you complete your KYC, the customer service team will verify it. No one else has access to that. The customer service team verifies your KYC, and that is it. It doesn't even appear anymore in your account. It just says verification completed and you have been successfully verified. Now, once you're verified, trust me, you are good to go to start shipping on the platform. And like I said, shipping on the platform is super easy, right? So let me see. I think the next thing to do is actually to top up your wallets. That's actually one, like, very important, because for you to be able to book a shipment, you have to top up your wallet. Now, to top up your wallet, you come here under business, right? You click on wallets, because I mean, you have to top up your wallet. Now, the thing is, for everybody on the platform, for every account, there's always an account number, right? It's a WEMA account, so there's always a WEMA account designated to each and every single person's account, right? So for example, if I want to top up, I want to get my account number. If in fact, if I get my account number, I can always just save it as a beneficiary on any of my apps that I use to fund my wallet, because at the end of the day, it's always still the same account number. Like, it's not like, oh, it generates a new account number every time. Once the account number is generated, once you create your account, that's it. That's the account number you keep using over and over, right? So let's say for example, now this is me, this is my wallet. I have 847 naira in my wallet. This is my USD balance. I have nothing there. And these are my recent transactions that I've done. And yeah, so there's top up, there's withdraw, there's transfer. Now, to top up your wallet, you click on top up. This, if you're a new customer, this is actually how you will be able to know what your account number is. So let's say I can actually just say, oh, I want to top up my wallet with 5k, but the main goal is I want to know what my account number is, right? So I click on bank transfer. You have to select a payment method. The payment method is bank transfer. There's no other payment method. So you can't use your card to, top up your wallet. It has to be bank transfer. We're currently working on that, but this has actually served a whole lot of people on our platform. We have thousands of users on the platform, and it's always bank transfer. But we're trying to also, get more payment methods on the platform. So when you click on bank transfer, you click on next, and then voila, it brings out your account information. So this is my own account. What will I call this? Bank information or bank details. So this is Wema Bank. This is the account number, and this is the account name. So for every time I want to top up my wallet, this is the account number I use, right, to top up my wallet, and then I click on confirm, and that's it. So if I send the money, right, it will show in my available balance that, oh, your wallet has been topped up, and this is where it will now be showing. Instead of 847 naira, obviously it will be showing 5,847 naira. And so far I've actually spent 4.4 million, or let's say like 4.4 million has entered into my personal account. And this is let's say if a fund is pending, you get to see it here, how much has left the account as well, 4.406 million, blah blah blah. So these are, like, all the transactions that has been performed on this particular account. It's actually been a lot. All right, so yeah, that's basically how to top up your wallet. When you go back, you still get to see the front end of it, and this is still the account balance. So I mean, you just give it some time, it's it tops up your wallet almost immediately. And also let's say, for example, this money, I need to withdraw the money, it's quite urgent. Yes, you can always withdraw your money from your wallet, right? And what you do is transfer the money. Now, before you can do that, you need to get an approval from the customer service team. Let me drop the email. Oh, damn. So sorry. Okay, fantastic. All right, so let me write this. Help at terminal.africa. So that is the email for the customer service team. So in case you need to, you know, withdraw from your wallet, all you need to do is actually just send an email to that particular mail, the mail email address I just dropped now, and you'll be able to. Oh, more people keep. I need to keep admitting more. Oh my God! Just give me a second. Let me. Okay, okay. All right, fantastic. So let me go back to where I was. Yes. So once your account is currently frozen, everybody's, even my account is frozen. I can't transfer my money unless, I send an email. And it's not like, oh, there's no whatever reason that you are sending us, so long as you are the one requesting for it. And this is actually also, for security, security reasons. Anybody can have access to your account. You are probably a business owner that, you have your sales reps have access to your terminal wallet, your terminal accounts, and anybody can just transfer. So instead of doing that, we'll need you to send an email just to verify and request that, oh, you want, so that we can know that yes, it's coming from you, not from, someone else, probably a sales rep or something like that. And so that, nobody takes out your money from your wallet. And yeah, so that's basically that. You get to fill in how much you want to transfer out of the wallet, and then you look for the account number, the select your bank, brings out the name, and to be honest, that's just it. So you're able to top up your wallet. You're also able to transfer your wallet out. Now to the main topic of today, how to actually ship. Right now, before you ship, you need to know that there are some, if you're a new account, by the way, you need to know that there are some couriers on the platform that they will not be automatically turned on or activated, and you need to activate them yourself. So you go, when you click on shipping, it brings these four tabs to you, and then you go to choose carriers. Now when you click on manage carriers, it brings out all the carriers on our platform. This is for Lagos deliveries. DHL is on the platform. Durham, Deliman, FedEx, they are all here, right? And then we have for interstate deliveries, Deliman is also now activated for interstate deliveries and international carriers, right? And for some of them, for example, if you're a new customer for Fez and Deliman, they will be turned off. So you actually need to turn them on. And then once you turn them on, you click on save changes. When it's on this orange icon, it means that it's on. But if it's on this gray icon or gray color, it means that it is turned off. So you need to go to choose carriers and actually turn every single one of them on, right? And then you go to continue and you're back to shipping. Yes. So once you know that you've done that, you've activated all carriers, you'll be able to see all the carriers when you're trying to book a shipment, and then everyone, like every single one of them, is open to you. Just a second, I want to see if there's also more people trying to join. Okay, cool, fantastic. Now let's arrange shipment. So when you click on arrange shipment, it means you want to book a delivery. And like I mentioned, you can always book delivery for Lagos, for interstate, and also for outside of the country. So let's say, for example, this is the pickup information. I want to fill in my pickup information. Let's say they're picking the item from my office, Terminal Africa. I click on Terminal Africa, and it brings out the information for me. Oh, this is Terminal Africa. It's Ikeja. It's in Lagos. It's in Ikeja. It brings out the zip code. Now, the funny thing about this is that sometimes you can have issues with the address that you're trying to fill in. There are some addresses that are not on Google Map, and the system makes use of the Google API. So whenever you are requesting, an address, a delivery address from the customer, always ask them that, please, if you can go the extra mile of giving me an address that is on Google, that your address on Google, if you can provide that, it will be very helpful, because sometimes there are some addresses that they're not on Google, right? They're not on Google Map, and if at all any of the courier wants to deliver, they always make use of Google Map, right? And even when you want to also book, you have to use this, and it's Google API. Almost every company uses Google API. So you need to always, just ask them that, please, can you just, give us an address that we can get on Google Map. So it's easier for you to actually book. It's easier for them to even locate your customer as well. So this address very, very well on Google, and immediately the system has brought it out for me. And then I move on to the next page. Yes, so this is where the parcel will be delivered, and that is the question that's been asked now. So I have to fill in the information. So let's say, that address is in Ikeja. Let's say I want to send the package to somewhere in, let me just say Yaba, right? Let me just say Yaba. So let me just say 349 Herbert Macaulay Way. So it automatically start bringing out, addresses of this particular address or that I'm trying to fill in on Google. And I've seen the one that I'm actually looking for, 349 Herbert Macaulay Way, Lagos, Nigeria. And I have to fill in the receiver's name and last name. So let's say Dio Sini, and then the phone number and the email address. You can always use your own email address if the customer doesn't. It's a local, it's inside Lagos delivery. Sometimes you don't need to actually always pester your customers that, I need the email. You can always use yours as well. Now, this is also quite important because sometimes the addresses on that, for example, as you can see, this is Lagos State. Obviously, the address is Lagos, but on that city, it can always bring out the first city alphabetically, right? So you have to actually check it and be sure that, it's not the wrong city that the system automatically picked for you. So for example, this address is in Yaba. So instead of leaving it at Agege, I have to go and actually put it under Yaba. The city is super important as well. So I click on Yaba and that's it. And the postal code was also automatically filled in for me, so I'm good to go. And then I click on the next. Now, because it's a local delivery, you don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much at all. So just fill in the weight of the item, the value of the item, and then you let us know what item it is, right? Let me just put my phone on do not disturb. All right, fantastic. So I fill the item. So now we have something called HS code on the platform. HS code, there are like codes for each item or the different items we have in the world. So for whatever item you have to fill in, this is actually per the request of the couriers, right? So you have to always fill in or just click on the one that best describes or suits the item you're trying to ship. For example, I'm trying to ship, let's say, wig. Let's just say wig. I'm trying to ship a wig. I'm going to type wig so that I can look for the one where it's for her. So there's processed feathers, hair products, and human hair. An example, we have wigs, shampoo, eyelash, artificial flowers, artificial beard. So basically, any item that that has to do with all of this is what I'm picking. So I just pick it and I tell you, what's the quantity? Or you.
Latifa, your mic is muted.
Okay. At what point, please? Okay. I think just now. All right, fantastic. Where was I? So, Yes, so you fill in all of this information, and like I said, this is the difference between booking the local and international shipments. So you get to see what I mean by that. But like I said, for local shipments, you don't need to do too much. So let's just, um, go to the next, and we have insurance. Yes, we have insurance. And I was talking about the insurance plan. There are different insurance plans for different types of bookings. For
Your mic is muted again. It's, maybe you're mistakenly clicking on it.
no, not at all. I don't know why it keeps on like muting me. But let me just know immediately, that happens. So I was saying that for every international booking, I would strongly advise you actually use or buy insurance. Pardon me. Yes, I would strongly advise that. So in case of anything whatsoever, the claims are paid faster than when you have to wait for these couriers to actually pay your claims, right? So it's always faster. So for example, within 5 to 7 days, that's actually the timeline for your claims to be processed, because there's sometimes if you have to wait for this couriers, you will wait for 3 months, 3 whole months. So it's always very good for you to actually buy insurance for your international. I will strongly advice, right? And I can decide to buy for local, or I can decide to deselect. Depends on what your customer wants, and then you move on to the next one. Right. Now, this is where you see all the rates from all the couriers that can complete this particular delivery. So these are Lagos deliveries. These are the prices. So for Fez will do this for you at 1,935 naira. FedEx will do this for 2,100. Deliman will do this for 2,268. And the list goes like that. So you also check the timeline, right? The timelines are different. For example, when you book a delivery or you book a shipment, first picks up within 24 hours and then they deliver within the next 24 hours. For FedEx, you can see this is the timeline. For Deliman, they pick up that same day and they deliver that same day, right? All for DHL, I mean, within 48 hours. So you actually pick the one that you actually really want to use to complete that particular delivery. And once you click on it, for example, let's say, oh, I'm actually using Fez. I click on next, and then it brings out all of this, the summary of everything that I've actually picked so far. So pick up from this, deliver to this. This is the item, this is the courier I'm using, this is the price, and then this is the payment. The payment method is always the wallet, right? And then you click on pay and arrange delivery. And as you can see, I have it 847 naira. I cannot complete this delivery because my money is not is not enough. I'm broke, my money is not enough. So like I have to actually top up this wallet for me to be able to use or book the or arrange this delivery. So for example, if I click on pay and arrange delivery now, to tell me that you're broke, insufficient wallet balance for shipment. So I'm actually unable to book this shipment. But the funny thing or the nice thing about it is that I can decide that, oh, damn, I can't believe that I didn't, top up my wallet before this. So you don't need to say that, oh, damn, you have to start over. You don't have to start over actually, because for everything or for every delivery or booking you start, there's already a draft. So it saves as a draft. You don't need to go back again to say, I want to start again. For example, if I go to shipping and I click on view shipment, so this is what view shipment does for you. If you click on view shipment, you see what you already saved as a draft. You see all the shipments you've booked, including the one that I just saved as a draft. As you can see, this is drafts, right? So if I click on it, I can just go back to it and say that, oh, I want to now complete. Probably, I already worked on the wallet top up, and then I just click on edit details and I continue. See, automatically brings out the information you've filled in so far. You don't need to start again, because I know how stressful it is to start again. You'll be like, damn, I think the only part, am I muted? Only if you're not muted. Okay, more people. Okay, they've joined already. All right, so all I need to do is just fill in this particular information. I don't even need to add item again, it's already there. And I just move on to the next one. I select what I want to select again, and that's it. I just keep moving and moving, then I select what I want. I don't need to start filling in the information over and over again. But yeah, this is actually how it is. This is how you book a shipment, and then you just pay and arrange delivery. And once you pay and arrange delivery, it saves or it comes falls under view shipment. It falls under view shipments, right? So it will say it will be like this. It will say confirmed. So once it's already in transit, probably a dispatcher that is on the way to come and pick up from you, it will update and say in transit. And once it's in transit, it will be in transit until it gets delivered. So as you can see, these are all delivered. You can also cancel a shipment. Yes, that's also another thing. To cancel a shipment, also still send an email to that email address. Or if you have an account manager to speed up things, you can always reach out to your account manager and say, please kindly cancel this for me, and they'll also help you to speed up on that. So anyways, that's how to book a local delivery. That's for Lagos. Also for interstate, it's also the same process. In fact, I can decide that that same one, if the customer is saying that, oh, sorry, I want you to go to Abuja, and you're here to complete it, you just come here. You don't need to say, oh, you're starting again. You can just come here and still change the address. So let's say, oh, I'm sending it to Abuja. I write in the information, so this is an address in Abuja. If the information still stands correct, you can leave it. If you have to change the receiver's information, you can always change the receiver's information. And like I said, always check for what the system automatically brings out for you. For example, now this address is in Abuja, but the state is saying Abia, because that's the first state alphabetical order. So you have to actually click on it and be sure, just check and cross check that, oh, okay, oh, it is picking the right thing for you. So I'll just click on Abuja, and then I click on Abuja as the city, and I'm good to go. So this package now, I'm sending it to Abuja. And if the information don't need to change, I can always leave the information. If the item needs to change, I would also need to just click on it and then change it again. But to be honest, no need. So let me just click on saving parcel items. It's still the same price for the local delivery for insurance. And then I move to retrieving. So you can see we now have other couriers that can actually complete this interstate delivery. So if you notice, Quick is no longer here. I think Sendstack is no longer here. So there are some couriers that they will be able to complete for your interstate. Some will be able to complete your international. Some will be able to complete your Lagos deliveries. So anyways, this is how it looks like. So you pick who you want to use right on the platform, and then you move to the next one, and it's still the same thing. It brings out the summary so far, and then you click on pay and arrange delivery. So let me book an international delivery, so you can even now see the difference between booking an interstate and booking an international delivery. I want to be as fast as possible so we don't waste so much time. So let's say, oh, this item, oh, they're picking it up from terminal again, because that's the only address I know on my head. So this address, yes, they're picking up from terminal. If the pickup information is different, meaning the name, the phone number, the email, everything is different, you can always change it and fill in the information, the right one. So I'll click on go just to save our time. Then I fill in the information or the address of where this particular package is going to. So let's say, oh, it's going to Atlanta, Georgia, the United States of America. Yes, it's going to this particular address. It brings out, as you can see, it has brought it out. This is the postal code, and this is actually because I'm in outside of Nigeria, countries outside of Nigeria, especially like the Western countries. You see, this zip/postal code is always super important, right? You need to make sure it correlates with what you have on the system. So if at all it does, always ask them, please, when you're sending your address, ensure that you also fill in your postal code. Please attach, like, put your zip code or your postal code, because it's always super, super important for that to be there. So it has automatic, I mean, this is United States. This particular address is in Atlanta, it's in Georgia, and this is the address. I don't think I need to even do so much. It has brought it out for me. All I need to do now is fill in the information, the first name, the last name, the phone number, and it has to be a valid phone number. As you can see, it has changed it from Nigeria to United States. So if it's not a United States phone number, it will not go, it will not move you away from here. So the number has to be correct. And then you fill in the email. I would always also advise that you get their email address. So in case they are requesting for anything from them, they can always get that information into their mail, so that they will know that, oh, this is what is going on. Or you can also put your own email, just so that, I mean, you are able to communicate with them that FedEx has said that you should provide this, DHL said you should do this, blah blah. Do you understand? So it's always super important for you to always fill in an email that is correct, and for someone that is active on that email. Now, this is where the difference between book, as you can see, before it only brings out, add item, the currency. It doesn't even bring this out for you. It doesn't bring this out for you. So it's actually, this is where it's made, like, this is what makes it different. So when you click on add item, item category, so this is what we call HS code. HS codes, like I said, they are like categories of products that are joined together, and they have like a particular code. So if at all you're sending a particular item, it is under that category. So you can't even like write it out yourself. You can't say that, oh, I'm writing out what I want to send. Maybe you want to send a goosey. A goosey is melon. You always find an HS code for it. So let's say, for example, let's even use a goosey. Oh, I want to send a goosey to the abroad. Egusi falls under oil seeds, right? I click on that. Item subcategory. Let me type out melon. No, I don't think it, yeah, other oil seeds. Yes, this is where it falls under. And then I click on melon seeds, and that is it. Oh, I'm sending a goosey. It's not a document, it's a parcel. If it's a document, you click on document, and it does not ask you for the what's this thing called? It doesn't ask you for the price. Yes, the value of the item for a document. It's a document. There's no value to it. So it will take that off. But if it's a parcel, there's definitely an item value to it. So you fill in, oh, what's the quantity, what's the weight, let's say it's 1 kg, what's the value, let's say it's 10,000. You click on done. And the beautiful thing about this is, oh, I'm not only selling melon. No, there's also another thing inside. There's clothes, there's bag, there's this, there's that. It's no problem. Just go to add new item, search for, let's say, oh, I want to send clothes, for example, clothing. I write clothing, I look for where it falls under. Oh, it's, it falls under non-knit clothing and accessories. I click on that. And then I look for which one again, best or suits or describes what exactly I'm trying to send. Oh, let's say it's women's clothing. I click on that, and then I click on the final HS code, and then I still do the same thing. Oh, for this particular cloth, the value is 20,000 naira. How many is inside? I have 10. In fact, I can write that myself. I don't know why I keep doing that. Now, there's always something about this particular thing, the weight. If I write 1 point, it actually takes it back to 0. So what you can do is just take your cursor, or your writing icon, and put it behind the 0. Write the figure that you want to send. Let's say, oh, I'm sending 1.5 kg. If I'll write 150, I take off the 0 at the back, and then I just put the points in between the 1 and the 5, because for every time you just put it like that, it actually takes it back to 0. So this is actually like a trick you can use to work that out. So if I click on done, so now this is 1.5 kg, this is 1 kg. So it means that everything in total that I'm sending in the card in my package is 2.5 kg. Then the currency is naira. The packaging, so For example, there are different types of packaging. I mean, if you're trying to use a small flyer, maybe what you're sending is very small, so you're using a flyer. You pick the particular packaging material you're using to send that particular item. So you can always say, oh, it's a document, oh, express envelope, small flyer. Sorry. Let me just do. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right. So you pick what's best goes with this particular package. So let's say, for example, for me, I think a box 3 will fit what I'm trying to ship, because it's a small package. It's 2.5 kg. So I just say, oh, box 3, and I'm good to go. Now you can choose to attach the proof of purchase. You can choose to leave it and just move on to the next one. Now this is the insurance. You can see 1,800. This is the cheapest insurance, and it's actually, see, I'm advising again, buy insurance. Always buy insurance. A lot of your packages will get delivered, but there are always sometimes that some of these couriers will always have an issue with a package. So it's always best to buy insurance with your package, especially when the package is going to the US. Yes, when it's going to United States, we've seen multiple cases, especially with some couriers. When you send the package with them, a lot of time, or not a lot of time actually, but sometimes, and everybody can have fantastic experiences with the delivery of their packages. You can have like 300 and something packages that you've booked on terminal internationally, and only one would then have an issue. And when that one has an issue, there should be something that can be done to make sure it's not a bad experience totally for you. So that's why I always advise that, like if you're sending a package to like, just buy insurance, so that in case of anything, you are able to get your claims processed to you faster, very, very fast. The insurance is actually like a blessing, to be honest, like that we've had on the platform. So it really helps you as a customer. Something has happened. Okay, no problem. Your claim will be processed. And especially if you're sending a package to the US, always ensure to put in the right value of the item. I've seen cases where a lot of people will say that, because it's going to the UK, I don't want to put this so that the duty fee will not be high. But in America, they don't collect duty fee. So if at all you are doing anything, you are doing yourself a great disservice by undervaluing your package, especially when it's going to the US. So when it's going to the US, please put the right value of the item, so that when it gets, in case anything, it is that value of the item that they are going to pay to you, right? So it's not like, yeah, I didn't know, because it is what you value the item at that the courier would actually return to you, because that's what you said the value of the item is. There's nothing you can do about it again. So always, liaise with your customers and let them know, you're going to pay duty fee for this particular item. So I move on to the next one. It generates shipping rates. So that's actually the only thing that makes it different, really. It's the same thing. So now I'm picking whichever one I want to use. UPS will pick up from you. It is also advisable to also go and drop off at their their office if you can. But if you book any package, always reach out to us. So let us know, you would like us to schedule a pickup for them to actually pick up the package on your behalf. They will pick up the package on your behalf. They will schedule it, and then the couriers will send someone to come and pick up the package from you, right? Same with FedEx. Ship to Nigeria. No, let me leave ship to Nigeria out of this first. So same with FedEx, same with DHL Express, same with RMX. So just reach out to us and let us know that, you, and sometimes they also just reach out to you and come and pick up the package themselves. But if you want it faster, right, just send us an email or reach out to your account manager if you have one. So so Ship to Nigeria is the only different one here, because they don't do pickups. So if you're using Ship to Nigeria, you actually have to go and drop off the package at their office. Their office is at if you just write out Ship to Nigeria on Google, you'll see them. Let me write out. I want to put their information. Ship to Nigeria, Ajibade Oke Street. I would advise you save this number. What's it called? Ajibade Oke Street. Ajibade Oke Street, Ajawo Estate, Lagos. They're also in Abuja. So if you're in Abuja, you can also, get their address on Google. And at Ship to Niger in is okay, or not on one street, is okay street. So for Ship to Niger in Lagos, we have a representative there. His name is Sheol. So when you get there, just say, "Oh, you're looking for Sheol Terminal." Now, one thing about Ship to Niger is that they don't do pickups, right? However, they use DHL to complete their delivery. So if they're using DHL to complete their delivery, it means that, oh, you have a customer that is saying, "Oh, I want DHL, but DHL is quite expensive for them, or it's above their range." You can always use Ship to Niger because it's still DHL that will process it, but they have a lesser rate than DHL directly. But I mean, a lot of customers will say that, "Oh, I just want to, do my thing, do DHL, and then I get my tracking number immediately." The only thing with Ship to Niger is that you get your tracking number within 3 hours after you drop off the package and everything has been sorted. So yeah, that's how, I mean, that's basically it. I think that's all you need to know about them. If in case you have any questions related to this, you can always drop it in the comments. Yeah, so I mean, you come here now. This one is for customs, personal, not for resale, country of manufacturer. Please always ensure to come here and click on Nigeria. Do you know why? There are some countries that you send a package to that some of the countries, they don't accept packages from. So for example, I think I was seeing, I can't remember the country in Europe, but that country says that they don't accept items that are manufactured in Iran. They don't. So like, you need to ensure that you are picking Nigeria, and it goes. Duty fees the receiver will pay. That's in case there's a duty fee to be paid. And then it brings out the summary again, the same way it does for Lagos delivery, same way it does for international interstate deliveries. It brings out the information, and then you're able to check, "Oh, okay, oh, I've checked everything is correct, there's no issue, there's nothing." And then you click on pay and arrange delivery. That's literally it. To be very honest, it's not difficult, it's quite easy. Just know that, or make sure you are filling in the right information. And like I said, you can always cancel a package that has not been picked up by the courier. So for example, I want to cancel a package. Let's say I want to cancel this package. I'll just click on this and copy out this shipment ID. There's always a shipment ID for every booking that you try to do or you complete. So just copy this and send an email. "Oh, I would like to cancel this package because I want to rebook," and you give a reason for rebooking. Or let's say, "Oh, you're trying to do that because you want to change the name, or you want to change the email is wrong, or you want to change the phone number, or something is just wrong entirely, or you want to add something else to the package and it makes the wait more." Send an email to that email address I sent, and the package will be cancelled. The money automatically gets it reflects into your account immediately. Once a package is cancelled, the money goes into your account back, so you don't need to wait 24 hours for it to reflect. It will reflect automatically. But if you're having any issue with that, you can always send an email. "Oh, the money didn't reflect, or what's going on?" But trust me, 99% of the time the money gets it reflects into your account immediately. So when you book a package, right, let's say for example this one was sent to Luxembourg. Yeah, it was sent to Luxembourg. It's been delivered, but when you book an international delivery, there's always going to be print label and print invoice. It's also the same for DHL. If you're booking DHL local Lagos, if you're also booking FedEx local and interstate, there's always going to be print label and print invoice. You always have to print that. So if you're using DHL for Lagos, interstate, international, this will always be there. But if you're even doing any booking for any international delivery, this will always be there, and you will always need to print it out. So for this, you click on print label, it brings out the waybill for you. Oh, okay, this is for Ship to Niger. Pardon me. Let me bring out a directly connected one. Who did I use for this? Trying to remember. This is DHL Express. Let me be sure. Yes, fantastic. So this is it. This is DHL's waybill. and you print out, you print this out, right? And then you also print out the invoice. So these are the documents that you're going to be attaching to the package. And once they pick up, it has to be there with it so they can know that, oh, this is a tracking number for this particular item. And you can always monitor that. You can always use the tracking number, put it on DHL's website. You can track it from there. So they are very well connected. So that's basically how to, cancel canceling your shipment. You have to reach out to us. Booking your deliveries. If you want to request for pickup, if you want to also drop off at their location, you feel free. In fact, it's always good, just go and drop it off with them. It makes sense that way. Let me quickly take, I think I am almost done with yeah, actually, yes. I think one last thing has to do with packaging materials. So you can always buy packaging materials on our Paystack shop. Let me drop this link for you guys. Yes. So you can always shop for packaging materials on our platform. So we have the boxes, the flyers for DHL, for UPS, for RMX, fragile stickers, plain window stickers, box 3, box 4, box 5, plain flyers in case you just want to have plain flyers. You can always buy them, right? And once you do that, they will send it to your delivery address. So that's actually quite easy. Also, I would also advise that you probably also send, if you have an account manager, it makes sense for you to just reach out to your account manager and ask them to help you to also do that on your behalf. So, yeah, I think that's it for booking using the platform. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. Yes, we have insights. So if let's say you're a business owner on this platform, you are doing deliveries, and you want to know what particular, let's say for example, sometimes you just see that some people, they'll say that I'm doing 50% or let's say 20% off for locations, this particular location, any delivery going to this particular location, just maybe because you have a lot of customers that are always going there. You can always try to do that for your customers. So this helps you to know the cities or the locations that you send packages to the most, if you're a business owner. Or yeah, I think if you're a business owner actually, or in fact if you're a 3PL logistic business owner as well. Let's say, a lot of your customers they're always from Lekki, or they're always from VI, or they're always from Yaba. You can try to do something for them that you put that in this Yaba, or let me do this thing for you, that I'll pick up your packages for free from your location to bring it to my office so that I can help you do the delivery for international booking, right? So it's always, it makes sense that way. You can also try to say that, oh, okay, there are some locations in this Lagos that I barely get deliveries from them. You can try to say that, oh, let me do this, get a discounted price for this particular location for delivery so that they can patronize you and actually buy from you. So it lets you see your insight so far, how many things you have done, a total of 328 shipments so far. This is how much I've done, so that has entered my account so far. I've used Deliman 194 times. I've used Fairs 74 times. See, this Deliman, oh god, I use them a lot. So anyways, they do same day in Lagos, so it's always preferable for me to always use them. But yeah, I think that's about it. But let me quickly take questions. I think that makes sense. So Mayan integrated, I can see your question saying you need me to throw more light on the insurance policy, which is the best to ship with in terms of expenses and safety. Um, so for the insurance policy, right? Like I said, the claims is being processed. I don't know if you're still on this call. If you're still on this call, you could raise your hand or something. Mayan. Okay, yes, Mayan is here. Mayan, are you free to unmute your mic so we can have a conversation? You can unmute your mic yourself if you're here and you can hear me. Okay, so let me just continue. So for insurance, for everybody that is also interested in that question, for insurance policy, to be very honest, it's really good, like I mentioned. And okay, yeah, Mayan, please just unmute your mic.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so for the
Good.
insurance, right, like you mentioned, I said that you get get your claims processed within 5 to 7 days. The
Okay.
insurance policy also, or the insurance price also increases by the value of the item. So for 0 to 50,000 naira valued item, it is 1,100. For 50K to 100,000, I think it's 3,000 naira. So like it just increases like that. So if at all you are
Okay.
buying an insurance policy, the insurance just increases by the rate of the value that you are putting for the item. Now, which is the
Okay.
best to ship with? I think I already. I don't really want to like conflict of interest, but I would say that DHL is very fantastic. I would say DHL is very fantastic when it comes to international deliveries. You can also use Ship to Nigeria because they also use DHL. FedEx is also really good for UK deliveries. Also, RMX is also very, very fast for UK and Dubai deliveries. They are very fast. In fact, if you drop it off today, they can actually ship that item today. It can even get to the UK today or tomorrow. Do you understand? Based on
Okay.
the item being scheduled and being dropped off and everything goes, everything is normal. It goes very, very fast. Um, yeah. So I mean, for international deliveries, right? The couriers are very okay. If you are using FedEx to the US, I would advise to buy insurance. Yeah, and one thing about FedEx is that they will always fight for you. If there's any need for you to, reach out to FedEx
Okay.
will always fight
Okay.
with you. Oh, sorry, fight on your behalf rather, right? For that. So there are some couriers that if the custom say they'll return it, right? Yeah, actually. So that and also how do you get value them? Thank you for muting. I mean, you always request that from your customer. If you're a vendor, maybe you sell stuff, you know the value of your item, so you can always put that, yourself. But the value of an item is if you're a third-party logistic business or you're just an individual helping someone to ship a package, you can always ask them, oh, please, what exactly um okay, yeah. So you can always ask them, what's the value of this item? Or let me know so that I don't put in the wrong value. So that's that. Um,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, I get that. Then, like, I already sent a question like, how do I get the total value of a
Yeah, that's
product?
what I
But
just
I
responded.
think, yeah, yes, okay. I
Okay,
think
go
I'm
ahead.
clear with that.
Okay,
I think I'm
fantastic.
clear with that. Yes.
Fantastic. All right. No problem. Thank you for your
Thank
question.
you.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Damilola Aminu says some city or state doesn't generate code. How do you get the code? See, one thing I do is I just go to Google. What's Abuja's code? I'll write it there. Abuja postal code. I just bring it. I just bring up take the one that best works for what I want. So for Abuja now, I can decide 9000231. Like you just pick it. So this is for Abuja, this is for Gariki, this is for Gwarimpa. You look for it on Google. So that's what I do. If the system is not bringing out the postal code for me, I actually go to Google to actually get it. So if it doesn't generate, that's for local deliveries. Or you see that international, go and ask the person. They know their zip code. They always know their zip code. So always ask them. Always. Um. Hi. I don't know if I missed it. Did you? Um, sorry, Miguel, you cannot. I really don't know how this happened. Removed from the call. Yeah, good. All right. I'm so sorry about that. Um, can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, we
Latefaah.
can hear you.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, cool. Um, Okay, so I don't know if I missed it. Did you show how to use T Shop? I actually didn't show how to use T Shop, but I think the next training, or we'll actually set aside another training for T Shop, because this is actually just using the regular platform. But I think that there should actually be another training for T Shop. I'm definitely going to try to like put that in either an outline or a separate conversation for that. Definitely. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's say today's Wednesday. Let's say Friday. If at all like a lot of people here are interested in T Shop, definitely we can do that. So okay, I think that's about it. So yeah, please raise your hands if you know you have questions to ask, so I can just unmute you. Okay, Organic Caro is yeah, Organic Caro, can you unmute your mic?
Yeah, thank you, Latefaah, for a very well delivered
Thank you.
information. I learned a lot. Now I'm calling in on behalf of Droneview Logistics. We are relatively new and we
Yes.
use terminal. And so
Okay.
one of the things we have heard from our prospective clients, sometimes we
Client.
have seen clients who say they want to ship,
Yes, please.
typical example, they want to ship pap, they want to ship cow skin, and
Yeah.
then we tell them based on what you guys have told us that, oh,
Yeah.
sorry, we can't ship those things. But
Animals.
then
Yeah.
yeah, but then they tell us things that, oh, sorry, that in that case they are going to their that they've used people in the past that have helped them
Yeah.
to ship such things. And so
Yes.
we are kind of at a loss that if they are able to do those things with some other persons and we are not able to do those, I kind of feel it defeats the purpose, or it doesn't grow our clientele, if you understand what I
So
mean.
yes, so I understand I understand that. However, most of the clients that they say they use, they actually do cargo. So it's not by air, it's actually by sea or air cargo, and we don't do air cargo because it's not like you have to share a you can't I don't think you can even like book it online or something, because you actually have to like share the same tracking number or something. So what third party logistics businesses do is that they have direct express, which is what we offer at terminal, and then they also add cargo services to their service. Do you understand? So if at all some of those people, they're like, oh, I want to ship meats, I want to ship all of those things, you can't use terminal directly, or you can't even use FedEx or UPS, all those you can't use them directly. You have to use cargo. So it's cargo service. It's actually a different service entirely from um these couriers reach or something like that. So the couriers actually, they themselves, they don't ship these items, so they rather, those people actually use cargo. So it's like it's actually like a different ball game, let's say ball game entirely. So you can reach out to people that are into cargo services, just so that they can show you how it works, because it's actually these couriers don't do that. So I understand what you're saying, but the couriers don't carry these items, and that's why we always relay it again that, oh, this one won't go with these people, this won't go with these people, because at the end of the day they use cargo. All those logistic businesses that you're talking about, it is cargo they are using. So you can actually try to add cargo as a service to what you are offering to your customers, so you don't lose them. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Michael Nweke, hi, you can unmute your mic. Okay, I don't know if Michael is all right. If Michael is not available, Obia Julu Anayo.
Hi,
Hi,
good afternoon.
good afternoon. How are you
Right,
doing
so
today?
I'm not bad at all. Right, so I
Okay.
have two questions. So the first question is, in a case where the weight of a shipment is wrongly estimated,
Okay.
yeah, and then the item is returned. So how do we like, because I know the price is a function of the
Yes.
actual weight or the volumetric weight,
Thank
right?
you.
So how do we um, make sure that we don't go through all those inconveniences that that comes with that shipment? That's number one. So the second question is, so say for example, I'm a courier company, right?
Okay.
A small
Yeah.
scale courier company, and then I want to partner with Terminal to be handling local pickups and all of
Okay.
that. Does Terminal have like provision for that? So those are the two questions that I have.
Okay, so your first question has to do with weight and imputing the wrong weight, right?
Yeah, this
I,
happened to me before. So it
yeah,
was
so
supposed to be 5
mhm,
kilogram, and I estimated 3 kilogram. And 3 kilogram is, the price will change definitely, right?
oh,
Depending on the package
okay.
that I pick. And it was very, very hectic. And I don't want to go through that again.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, so the thing is that I mean for you to actually book a delivery, it is very important for you to wait because you see these couriers, they will always weigh their items, they always weigh their packages. So you actually need to get a scale to weigh your package. Another thing, I don't think okay, another thing some people do is they actually go to these couriers themselves and actually just wait there, and then they book on terminal. I know a customer that did that. I think that was last week Friday. He called me. He was like, "Oh, he wants to book on terminal, but he's using Aramex, so that he's going to Aramex because he doesn't want a situation where the weight is going to book will now be different from what they are saying that they're seeing."
The weight
So
is
what he
here.
did was he went to Aramex. He told them that please help me do the actual weight, do the volumetric weight from your end, and then he sat down and he booked the package himself, and then he dropped off the package with them, right? But most times we do not always advise that because a lot of these couriers they will always be like, please you need to package your item before you come and drop it off at our at our station. So you would actually need to get a scale to be able to weigh your package. Also the volumetric weight as well, it's also quite important. So you need to get a tape rule to check the height, the width and the breadth. So you times the carton or the package together and divide it by 5,000. I think Ada is on this call. Ada can probably also shed more light on that. But I think so. It's not all couriers. For FedEx, for example, before I used to go to FedEx and actually tell them that, oh, please help me weigh this package and package it. But now they've said it that no, we don't want. People should package your items before coming, right? So if you're a customer, you are good. I mean, for Aramex, they were able to do it for that particular person, but I do not think that every courier will be able to do that for you. So you need to actually get provision to be able to weigh your item, do the volumetric, package the item, and that's why you are always free to, purchase packaging materials on our platform, so you can package your items and all of that. Also, if you probably just need to see how it's done, you can come to our office in Ikeja just so that we can show you that okay, this is the scale. You weigh your item, you do the volumetric and all of that. But it's always better for you to actually have that provision. You can't always come to leave your place and come over, then it's stressful. So it's super important for you to actually know the weight of the item that you're shipping. I mean, if you're a vendor, that will make sense for you to actually just do it yourself and estimate. But if you are a third-party logistic business, you need to get a weight. That one is super important. That's like the first thing you need to get if you are a third-party logistic business owner. And also, if you drop off a package, let's say, oh, you didn't know, right? You now drop off the package. Let's say it's 5 kg you booked, and on their own end, they are telling you that it is 7.5 kg. If that package has been dropped off and they've processed it, they will process it too. But the thing is, at the end of the month, you'll just see that your account has been debited for weight discrepancy. And this is what we always, always like to avoid. So we always say that please check the actual weights, check the volumetric weights, and make sure you put the one that is higher. So if the volumetric weight is higher, book it with the volumetric weight. If the actual weight is higher, book with the actual weight, because that's what these couriers do, so that they don't come back to now bill your account, because the amount they'll now bill your account, it will be higher than what you would have paid if you
Exactly.
just put the right one. Exactly. So For example, Aramex billed me 187K for how much? I'm like, what? So it's always important to avoid weight discrepancy. And I think this is actually a very fantastic question, because weight discrepancy is something that has happened. It happens like very well. So please, you need to ensure, don't put in the wrong weight. If you put in the wrong weight, they will debit your accounts after they must have processed it, right? So always put in the right, like, it is very important. Put the right weight, because I know that some people actually even do it on purpose. They'll be like, I beg, let me just put 2 kg. They know it's 2.5. They'll put 2 kg there. They'll say, I beg, let me just put it at 2 kg. Or some people will know that, oh, it is 2.1 kg. They'll say, it can go as 2 kg now. They'll put it as 2 kg. See, when they bill your account, you'll be like, what? How is this 40 something K because of 0.1 kg? But you'll actually be shocked. So it's always super important for you to, provide that, make provision for things like that. If it's clothes now, I can always estimate clothes. Maybe it's just one or two. I can always estimate that it will be maybe 1 kg or 2 kg max. Because most times 0 to 2 kg is always the same price. But you see, for the beg, Ada, I don't know if this is something that you would like to, buttress on, or just, give more clarity. Okay, Ada is actually typing. Ada, can you actually unmute your mic to speak? If you can, let me know.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
That's Yes, sure. So Ada is our operations manager. She can actually throw more light onto this weight discrepancy thing.
Okay, thank you so much, Latifa. Hi everyone. Okay, so like the message I dropped in the chat, you can actually use a normal weight scale. That is a scale that you use to check your weight, and a normal tape measure that you use to measure yourself, right? To check the weight of your package. So it doesn't have to be some sort of industrial scale or whatever. Whatever you have can surface. And as a rule of thumb, you can add an extra zero point 0.5 or 1 kg just to be on the safe side as well, so that you don't have that issue of weight discrepancy, right? Even as a business, when you're billing customers, after you've checked the weight of the package, if you're still not 100% sure, you can charge an extra zero point 0.5 or 1 kg, so that it makes provision in case there's any discrepancy. You know that it is covered on that end, right? Because we understand that this is a very prevalent issue when it comes to shipping, especially internationally with the different couriers, right? So I think another thing is with some of our couriers, like Latifa has mentioned, they would check the weight of your package before it's been exported. So sometimes prior to export, you'll be notified that there was a weight discrepancy, and if you would like them to proceed with it, or if you want them to return the package to you. Some of our couriers do that, but one thing we also need to understand is these guys have a lot of volume coming to them as well. So not all couriers are able to check every package. It might be recorded at the time and giving at the with the invoice at the end of the month or weekly, however they decide to do it, and that's when we would come back to you with the discrepancy. But we do have some that are able to provide that information prior to export, so that you're made aware before it is shipped out, but not all couriers are able to do that, right? So yeah.
Thank you, Ada. I think you have one more question, right?
Yeah. So
With that.
yeah, I was talking about if for example, I'm a third party logistic, right, or a small courier business. Maybe I have like 5 dispatch riders. Can I, partner with terminal to handle like local pickups within Nigeria?
Okay, so you want to like partner with us, like be on our
Yeah,
platform for deliveries as well?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you would need to. I think you should just send an email for partnership.
Okay.
Yes, and tag. Okay, Adeze, yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, yes. So we do have certain requirements when it comes to
Yeah.
onboarding courier partners, especially for local deliveries. Like she said, you can send us an email just with your proposal. That is your fleet size and
Okay.
areas that you can cover, and then we will then set up a meeting and let you know the other requirements and let you know if it's something that we're able to go with. Right. So yeah, I'll drop the email in the chat that you can send to. And yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Finally, right, I had a problem. I'm sorry, this will just be very short. Like, I had a problem with FedEx, and my commercial invoice, I wasn't able to itemize all of the items, right?
Yeah.
I was shipping quite a number of things, and I just I didn't add the items individually, and they had to reject that commercial invoice because the one that terminal generated, right? So I think it's one of the things that probably in the how to do videos, right? How to properly detail the commercial invoice so it doesn't get rejected, by those couriers. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I think this is actually because of customs, right? Adeza, are you still putting your hand up? To be honest, you can actually take operations questions. But as I was just sorry. So as I was saying, right? So sorry, there's a call coming in and it's just distracting. Yes, so as I was saying, for that, it's because of customs issues. There's some items that when they get shipped outside of the country, they actually check what is inside before it's being it's brought into their country. So if you're saying that, oh, this particular item is there, or like if you're not putting in the right information, they would actually see it and say that, oh, this item is not like the items you said, or you stated, they're actually not there. Or let's say you added more items and then you didn't state all of that, so they'll be like, you're bringing in an item that, oh, okay. So Adeze is trying to say that for FedEx's commercial invoice, there are some there are some packages that there'll be a lot of items in the package, and then at the end of the day they probably have to like return it. So like I'm just trying to say that at the end of the day, it's always very, very important for you to itemize all of the items. And for FedEx, there's a different commercial invoice that they request. It's yellow and white. I don't know if you use FedEx for international deliveries, you will definitely know this. So yeah, Adeze, go ahead.
Okay, just to touch on itemizing and declaring the content of your package. So one of the things we always want to avoid is, because at the end of the day, Nigeria doesn't have the best reputation internationally when it comes to shipping, right? So they also want to avoid a situation where it looks like you're smuggling items into the country. That is why we're very particular that you declare every item in your package, because it can become a problem. If there's something within your package, especially something that requires additional documentation, and you don't declare that and you try to ship that internationally, most times they will probably flag it here in Nigeria. But if they don't, it can cause delays with your package when it arrives at the destination country with customs as well, right? So it's very important that items, all items within your package is declared on the invoice, right? Just so that you're avoiding any sort of possible delays. I didn't get the other part of the question, so if you can just go over that as well.
That's all. That's all from my end.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So, Oyewusi Manuel says that what if the item is personal and not purchased? Do you still need to fill in the value of the item? Yes, because the couriers believe that every item has a value. Even if it's a gift, you are gifting it to someone, or you have the item and you want to send it to someone. You bought it. At the end of the day, you bought that particular item, so you would actually have to value the item and put a value to it. Because at the end of the day, if you also think about it, if the item goes missing, you will be requesting for them to actually pay you for that item going missing. Because I mean, and you won't say, oh, it's a personal item, so you always, it's open to anybody. I'm an individual and I've done a lot of, deliveries internationally, locally, and even in Lagos, myself. However, for every time I want to book, I always have to put the value of the item. Let's say I bought, for example, on Friday I'm going to ship some items. They are, Nigerian jerseys. It's a gift to someone abroad, but I bought it, right? And me buying it, I know the value, so I have to put in the value, so that when it gets there, in case of anything, I know that I'm getting the value of my item being, paid back to me. Especially when you buy the insurance, like I mentioned, I'm going to buy insurance because I know that if at all anything, within 5 to 7 days, the insurance pays me, right? So yeah, it's, I mean, for every item, you always have to, I mean, there's always a value to everything you are sending. Always a value, except it's a document. And that's why I mentioned that. And I actually also, did the demo that for documents, it will not ask you for value. But if it's a parcel, it will ask you for the value of the item, because most items always have a value to them. Um, okay. Any other question? Okay, I aid BUOA support. You can unmute yourself for your question. And I think I want to show one more thing to everybody on this call. Just so while we are at that, just hold on, please. Just I'm coming. So yeah, on terminal, I was mentioning something about rewards. I said you guys should remind me, but nobody did. But so we have something we call cash back. I do not know if you are all aware, but I will say it and let you know on the juicy stuff. So for people on our platform, right, you get a cash back if you do up to certain amounts in a month. So for example, this is September. If in September you do in international shipments, because it's actually divided into international and local shipments. So for international shipments, if you do up to 1 million naira, like within the month for September, you did up to 1 million naira, you get 3% of 1 million, right? And it is now from, like, it is basically 1 million and above. So 1 million to, I think, about 2.1, you get 3% of whatever value that is. So even if you do 1.5, 2 million, 2.1, 2.19, it's still, you get 3% value back into your account, and you can use it to ship. Now, if you do 2.2 million and above, you get 5% cash back in international shipments. 2.2 million and above, up to 4.9, I'm sorry, 4.4999, blah blah blah. Now from 4.5 million and above, you get 10%. That's actually really nice, because 10% of 4.5 million is for 450k free money, just like that, just because you did up to you did 4.5 million that particular month. So I mean, it could be 5 million, 6 million, 7 million. You get 10% of whatever you did, because I mean, you must have done a whole lot of shipments for it to actually get there. And it's not like we have a lot of people that actually pass this threshold of 4.5 million. In fact, a lot, actually. They are managed accounts, but there are a lot that actually do 4.5 million and above in a month. Some people do 7 million, some people do 8 million, some people even do 10 million, actually. So it's always super important for you to be aware of this. So there's the cashback structure, and this is how it looks like. For local deliveries as well, we also have a cashback, structure for that. So if you do up to, I mean, if you do 100,000 naira and above, you get 3% of that. 200k and above, you get 5% of that. 500k and above, you get 10%. If you do 1 million, you get 12.5%. And the reason this is actually like this is because for you to do, international delivery is always it's very fast for you to actually, like, get a particular pricing, sorry, you to get, a number of value, like high value and all of that. But for you to do local shipments, it means that like you did up to 1 million in local shipment of 3,000, 5k, you must have done a lot, right? So there's always, like, there's this cashback policy, right? And it has been ongoing for since the beginning of the year or so. I think, yeah. So every month on month, you do up to this, you actually get cash back. And if you now do FedEx shipments, international deliveries for FedEx, you get extra 5% for international FedEx deliveries. So it's just a way to incentivize, it's a way to incentivize, the platform for you as a user. You are doing up to this amount, it means that you are doing like very good on the platform. So I mean, as a user, ensure that, especially if you're a vendor, you're a third party, ensure, right, that you are putting out ads, letting people know that, oh, you do deliveries and you're getting customers, you're booking on terminal. When you get to certain amounts, you get a certain percent in cashback. So just always, remember this, so that when you're booking, that, always remember that, let me do it on terminal because I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Okay, I think a mail will just be sent to everybody for this so that you can see it. Hi Deliman.
Yeah, hi Latefaah. Well done.
Hey, thank
Um,
you. Deliman is actually a partner. I mean, they're a courier on our platform for local and interstate deliveries. Very, very reliable. They do same day delivery in Lagos. They also do interstate deliveries as well. They actually just became live last week Friday, and that's like it's a really good courier service on the platform. I don't think they've never disappointed me. But yeah, go ahead. It's good to have you.
thank you for that. I did drop a comment in the chat box, but let me just ask my question, right?
So it's yes.
So we're talking about weights, and
Yes.
I understand the point that if you're on the understate the weight, then you could be heading for penalties, right? So you
Yes.
get hit by an outrageous bill at the end of the day. And I think it's just probably as a form of deterrence, right? So that people are not just carrying the wrong weights all over the place. My
Yes.
question would then be, what if I overestimate the weight, right? And the estimate is based on now this overestimated weight. Do you actually get refunded by the courier companies? So that would be my question as well. Because I mean, Adeze also shed more
Adeze.
light, and she said if you can, um, it's okay to just you know place a buffer of 0.5 kg to 1 kg, if you don't really know the base weight in the first place. So and you say it's 2 and you add a zero point 0.5, it comes to 2.5. But let's say, and this is hypothetical, and then let's say the actual weight is even 1 kg. Do you get refunded the difference? Thank you.
Adeze, I think you should take that.
Yeah, I'll take that. Hi Dari. Okay, so when it comes to that, yes, you can actually get refunded the difference. So with some of the couriers that we do have available, you're actually made aware of the weights the package is then shipped at, right? So based on that, if you see that the weight it
Adeze, are you done? Because I actually couldn't hear. Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. I've been waiting. I was supposed to
I think we
speak.
lost her. So basically, I couldn't hear her as well. Right.
Oh, okay. So let me text her. Probably. Okay. Let me text her. Hear you. I'm pretty sure she'll join.
Hello,
She'll join. Go ahead.
can you hear me?
Yes, of course I can.
Yeah, you asked me to hold on, and after your explanation, I was supposed to go ahead, and you didn't call
Yes.
me back.
Yes. That. Yes. No. No. She was
All
not
right,
talking. Go ahead.
all right. So basically, based on I still want to draw your attention to the dimensioning stuff
Okay. Cool.
for ship to Niger STN. The
Yes.
actual formula, which is you shared on your website, which is the length times height times width divided by 5,000. When you get to ship to Nigeria, I don't know about Lagos, but Abuja, they don't use that formula. I think they use something in inches where they divide by 39 something. And, at the end of the day, I don't know if what they will give at times might be higher than what I normally use. So I don't know. I want to know if there is a range. Is there any range? Let's say if your dimensioning is for 2 kg, you now have 2.02 or 2.4. Then their own measurement will now be like 2.5. So is there any range that we can go with, or whatever they have is what they are going to use from their own end? For the fact that they are not using the same formula, they use something different, and I don't know if that is equivalent to what we are using. Then another notification for the third party logistics, I will put like a request. If you guys can make it possible for the notification that they send to the receivers, if that notification can carry the third party logistics name instead of your name or any other brand, if we can show the name of the third party, I think that will be fine. For example, the customer already know my brand and I ship for the customer. When the customer receive the mail or notification text, if that can carry my name so that they will know that the item is actually coming from my own end.
All right. So I
So
think
that's
that
all from my own end.
this last question you asked is so perfect, and it's in perfect timing because the head of partnership and growth is actually currently on the call. So it would, oh, he just left. I would ask him to join. It would be perfect. Okay, Namola is back on the call. So let me answer the first question, right? So I think, I think Ship to Niger has a different formula to calculating their volumetric weight, and I actually noticed this. I think that was yesterday. I think that was, and I raised it with Daisy. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask Ship to Niger to provide us with their own formula, and a mail will probably be sent across to everyone just so that you can be aware of the formula they use in case you would like to use Ship to Niger. Because I mean that's a
That's true.
them thing, right? And I will get it and I'll let you know. Or we'll send an email across, a communication across to everybody regarding that. Because I also noticed and I was like, oh, like it's actually different. They use a different formula to that. So I think I would we'll get that formula from them and we'll share an email with everybody as to how to calculate this. Thank you very much for that question. Now, for the second question he asked, and I think this is actually super important because this is a new product that Terminal has out, and a lot of people have actually, been on it. And I would need so Damola Sanusi just joined this call. Is perfect to actually give an information regarding this. So Damola, before you joined the call, someone was asking about white labeling, having customized notifications to their customers for their packages that they booked. Normally you get terminal notification, but they're interested in that customization. And I think that this is the perfect time to actually talk about the white label, and you'll definitely be in the best position to explain this to everyone on this call. Hi Damola, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, hi Dayo. How you doing? I don't know if you can hear me. Hi
Definitely.
everyone. So taking straight at white labeling, I understand that as a 3PL, you would want to, have that anonymity and also let your customers not know the kind of service you are using apart from your brand. And this is one of the options that we have, developed to build. This is one of the features that we are already starting out with, where we have people already on board, which is more like the T Hub. So what this is about is more like an option or a feature where You can process your shipments, right? And everything about your brand is what showcases out there. So the notifications your customers get is on your brand. The tracking page your customer gets is about your brand. Every single thing that is going to be shown out there to your customers is your brand. What the T Hub option helps you do is, one, it helps you to get a website. So you get a one pager website that your customers can track their shipments. They can do customer bookings. They can check their rates and the likes. And you also get a backend admin access that shows you insights on how your business is faring, what you're making as profit, the best ship locations that you have done, your profit versus your cost and the likes. And you also get the option on the back end where you can do various activities like reconciliation, uploading invoices, and checking the invoice from probably DHL or whichever courier you're using, and the invoice or shipments data you have, basically, to be able to do a general cross check. Basically, it's a feature that we have built for 3PL to be able to enable their businesses, especially when they are trying to scale, right? The T Hub option comes with a setup fee. The setup fee for the T Hub option for early access, which is going to be over at the end of this month, is 100,000 naira. Afterwards, it's going to be as high as 4 million naira, right? And also comes with a subscription fee and differentiated into various tiers, right? Subscription fee for as low as 50,000 naira for a tier, and as high as about 700,000 naira for another tier, depending on the options that best suit your business at that point in time. A general overview of the things that you can access with this T Hub option is building your brand to stand out as a major third-party logistics in the space today. So I understand that you do your shipment with maybe a ship to Nigeria, or you do your shipment with maybe a DHL, right? What we are trying to enable you to do is, let me use DHL for an example. If you want to do your shipments with DHL, you have to create an account with DHL. That it means you have to sign up on the DHL platform. You need to do your KYC, and then you book your shipments on DHL, you make payment and the likes. This is what we are giving to you as a 3PL company. So basically, your customers come to your 3PL company. Let's say your 3PL company is Damola Logistics, for example. They come to damolalogistics.africa or damolalogistics.nigeria to sign up. Once they sign up, they do their KYC. Once KYC is done, they are able to book a shipment and also check for rates. They get a custom tracking from Damola. They get a custom tracking from Damola Logistics where they can track their shipment on my tracking page. They have no visibility to know if it is DHL that did the shipment, if it is FedEx that did the shipment, UPS or the likes. Damola Logistics, is the one that determines who does the shipment, and I can control that aspect. All they just need to see is Damola Logistics is shipping your item has been delivered by Damola Logistics. So this is what we are doing to actually enable 3PL logistic companies to be able to scale and be better competitors in the market. I don't know if there are any questions.
Yes, thank you for the explanations. In addition, you mentioned that you already have a queue already, and it's going to, I think, if it this month or next month will be the end. May I
Yeah.
know the process or where we get the queue from? Because I think I saw something like that some 3 months back, which I actually signed up for, but I've not gotten any notifications since then. So may I know where and how to go about the queue for this white label that you just explained?
Okay. So basically, I have sent a link on the messages. That's the white label early access link where you can, come up on the white label option as soon as possible before next month. And you are able to, I don't know if you've seen the link, you are able to, pay an early access fee of 100,000, and then we can develop or set up your website for you where you can now, compete in the market or in the space today. But here is the early access fee. You can click on the link, fill in the details of your website, and then we can get a hang about. We can just reach out to you. Okay, yes, Latefaah has displayed it. So you just fill in the details of the website. There's an account number that you can make a down payment, and then we can, start up the conversations from there via your account manager on the next steps we're supposed to take. Is that clear? I don't know if anyone can still hear me. Latefaah, can you still hear me?
Yes, please, of course.
Yes,
Very
we can
clear.
hear you.
Thank you.
Okay.
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 Yeah, go
Any
ahead.
other question?
Okay, Kara, do you have a question?
Well, not really a question per se. I just wanted to follow up on what Deliman asked. I think the respondent was talking, but she went muted. But I think it's a very valid question. The idea that if you send in something and it's underweighted, then you get charged for the extras. And I think it's just logical that if you make those adjustments, like to use Deliman's word, buffer, and you send it in that if the weight is more, then there should be a provision for you for your account to get credited with the extras, right? But the closest word I heard from her before she went on mute was that you can be. So it wasn't like you will definitely be um given the money back. So wanted further clarification about that.
Okay, so I think Adeze actually dropped a message while Damola was speaking as regards this, and she was like, "Yes, you can get refunded when you use higher weights from what was shipped." So I think for that you need to send an email.
Yeah.
If Adeze is okay, cool, go
Yeah, I'm
ahead.
here. Hi. Okay, so yes, I did say that you can get refunded when you use a higher weight. And why I said that is some of the couriers would notify you of the weight that the package was shipped with, right? And some of that information would even you would even get that information yourself. So based on that, those couriers that do notify about the weight that the package was shipped with, yes, that refund will be made. Hope that clarifies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I think it's been a wonderful session, to be very honest, and thanks to all participants. Oh, okay. Does anyone have a question? Is that Obiajilu? Do you have a question before we wrap this up?
No, I don't.
Oh,
It's the hand I raised
it's
for.
okay, no problem. All right. Yes. So, thank you to all the participants. Thank you to all our customers. I know some joined, some have left, but it was a wonderful session. Thank you to Adeze. Thank you to Damola for joining this session to also take some questions. Ayodele, yeah, you can go ahead, please. So do you have a question? You just raise your hand.
Good afternoon,
Hi, good
everyone.
afternoon. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
sorry, I forgot about this training. In fact, I just checked my mail and I saw the notification. I don't know if there will be replay, if I can get access to the recording.
Okay, so I think I replied you. I said I'll try to work on sharing this recording. However, if I'm unable to do that, so we've come to um, um we'll be having this session probably weekly now, since everyone was, I mean, everyone interested in it, so we can have this session again next week, probably same time next week actually, and we take the training over again so you can understand how things work at terminal. However, I would also try to work on sharing this particular recording uh to to some of you guys.
All right, thank
So
you.
you can send us an email, help@terminal.africa, just in case you want to have this recording so we can share it with you. Yeah, I think I just dropped that. So if you have any questions, I mean, you need to reach out to customer service, please send us an email to this email address I just dropped. So that's how you reach terminal. If you have an account manager, of course, I'm pretty sure you can also always reach your account manager as well, regarding that. Now, before this session actually like went very deep, someone was mentioning T-shop training, that like they want a T-shop training. So I think that would also work towards that, towards setting that up, because I can see that we've been getting people are using T Shop, and it is just right for other people that also want to try out the platform with T Shop to also have their own training to understand how it works. And anybody can join, because I mean it's a lot of us here that we're trying to shop from anywhere abroad, and when you're trying to check out, they'll tell you, oh, they can't ship to Nigeria, unfortunately. But fortunately for us here at Terminal, we've come up with a product called T Shop, where you can shop for any websites abroad, and we'll ship it into the country for you. I mean, for example, I mentioned, I mean, if you want to ship from Apple Store, for example, you can always do that, because the money that we are seeing from these people in Nigeria, the vendors that are selling it here, it's a lot. It's very outrageous, actually. So if you want to buy directly from their store, you can always do that. And all you need to do is just, send it to, use the process, use T-Shop to ship it into the country. So yeah, I think would work towards getting a training for that, so that everybody can know how to use T-Shop, and then you can take that up from there. Thank you so much to everybody for joining this session. And like I said, we'll be having this session probably bi-weekly or weekly. I mean, because it seems like a good one. It was a very interactive one. I must really appreciate everybody that joined. Shout out to Deliman for joining as well. Yes, so thank you. I think we've come to the end of today's session. Like I said, if you have questions, always send us an email. We dropped a lot of links here today. Don't forget to check them out or save them somewhere before this call goes off, so that you can always have access to them. Damola dropped the white label form, that's T-Hub. Daisy dropped, okay, I think I dropped the link to purchase Terminal's packaging material, basically. I also dropped, I dropped Terminal's website link as well. So you can always try to check the chat box, so you can take out these links for you to have access to them. And like Damola mentioned, for T-Hub, the payments for the early access fee is 100,000 naira, and it's actually going to be ending 30th of September. For you to get access, that access fee. After that, it actually goes up to as high as 4 million. So you need to actually hurry in case you want to use this particular customization for your business. I mean, it's very good for expansion. So thank you to everybody for joining. Super grateful. My name is Latefaah Oseni, and do enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Okay. Oh, damn. Hi, Yudi. Okay. Okay. Hi, Temitokwe. Okay.